Today is iPhone 15 launch day, guys, and we will be unboxing the 15 Pro Max in the white titanium colorway. I'm super excited for this phone, mainly for USB-C. It's just so annoying having a whole bunch of different cords all over the place, like Lightning, USB-C, and so on. I just can't wait to clean up my area, just use USB-C for my iPad, my MacBook, my iPhone, my AirPods now. And there's some other cool stuff with the 15 Pro Max that we're going to be talking about too later on in the video. But first, we've got to go ahead and unbox it. So let's do that right now. Alright, so here it is. Like I said, this is the white titanium colorway, so this is going to be your stock wallpaper. We've still got the dynamic island, of course, and then on here you can see the Apple logo is going to correspond with the phone color, which is pretty cool. On the side, it just says iPhone. On the back, it'll just tell you your storage and phone model. That's pretty much it. I don't want to talk too much about a box. Now let's go ahead and take the pull tab off. This part is super satisfying, so let's go ahead and do that. That looks so damn clean. I love the whites on the Pro phones. It just looks so premium, so fresh, so clean. Let's go ahead and take it out of the box now. Just look at that. That is so nice. Now, one thing you'll notice is the stainless steel sides are no longer on the new 15 Pros. It was on the previous phone, and it was a really big fingerprint magnet, and it looked nice, but with all the fingerprints, it got real dirty and just didn't look all that great after a little while. Now we've got titanium edges, so it's going to be a little bit more durable and of course not attract as much fingerprints. I know you can still get fingerprints on it, but it's just going to be really minimized. Another thing that you'll notice on the sides here is the action button right here. That's replacing your ring and silent switch button, so that's a nice option because personally I never really used it. I always had my phone on silent, so it's nice that we have a button that we can customize, which I will be showing you a little bit later on in the video, so that it's actually useful for a lot of people that are like myself that don't really use the ringer on and off switch. You've got your volume up and down, your SIM tray, your power button on the right side. Let's take a look at the 6.7-inch display. Oh yeah, that is a very big display. I'm coming from previous Pro Max models, so I'll be used to it right away, but if you're someone that maybe has a smaller phone, it is definitely going to be a little bit of a learning curve going to something this large. And I'm 100% going to be getting a screen protector because I do not want to crack this thing. So that's pretty much everything physically on the phone, but there's one other thing that Apple finally introduced, and that is USB-C. Finally, we have it on an iPhone. It looks so odd because we've had Lightning for so many years, but now we finally have USB-C. So that's going to help with charging faster and faster data transfer speeds and everything, so I cannot wait to use this. You've got your speaker ports on the bottom as well. Now let's go ahead and turn the phone on, and while it's powering up, I'll show you guys what else comes inside of the box. So we've just got your basic paperwork here. And you've got your SIM ejector, and then also an Apple sticker. I'm not sure if the sticker corresponds to the color of the phone, but if it does, mine is white because I have the white titanium. Then you also get a braided USB-C to USB-C power cord. And I love the braided cords because they're just better quality, they're more durable, they're gonna last longer. But that just looks so weird, a USB-C to USB-C cable in an iPhone box. I never thought I'd see the day, but hey, here it is. So that's everything inside of the box. There's no power brick. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably know that because Apple hasn't been including that for a few years now. So let's go ahead and move this to the side and continue with the phone setup. You've just got your hello screen here, and then basically you're just going to pick your language, your country, your email, all that good stuff. So I'll do that quickly and then we'll pick up the video from there. Okay, so everything is set up now, and one thing that I noticed right off the bat is that it does feel a little bit lighter. Apple is advertising that it is lighter, but you can actually feel it quite a bit with this. It is a little top heavy, of course, because with the titanium, it makes it a little bit lighter, but the camera system and everything is going to weigh it down, obviously. So the top half, because of the camera and everything, is going to feel a little bit heavier. So when you're holding it in your hand, it's going to want to tilt forward a little bit. Other than that, though, you get your gorgeous 6.7-inch display with ProMotion, which is 120 Hz refresh rate. You also get your always-on display again with this model. It was introduced last year with the 14 Pros. It's a really great thing to have on an iPhone. I'm personally a big fan of always-on displays. I know some people don't really like it, but me personally, I think it's a really great thing to have. Okay, so next I want to talk about the action button, which is replacing the ringer button. So to change it, you just go in your settings here, you go to action button, and you're going to have have a whole bunch of options. So the first one is silent mode, so switch between silent and ring for calls and alerts. So basically that's what it was before, what that button was. Next up, we've got focus mode. Then we can actually put camera there, which I think I'm going to go with camera. It's just easier, you know, take your phone out of your pocket and just click the button and the camera pops up, especially for moments that you want to capture very quickly. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got flashlight, you can do a magnifier, shortcuts, accessibility, and then you can have no action at all. So the button is just going to be there and it won't do anything. So I think that's a really cool feature because like I said in the unboxing, I'm someone that never even touched the volume rocker button. I just never touched it. I always have my phone on silent, so having something like this where it's customizable is just a really great thing to add with this iPhone. Now with the 15 Pro Max, we do get the dynamic island again this year. I'm someone that is a big fan of it. I know some people think it's gimmicky, but personally I just like it. All of the little animations that it does, it's cool. I like it. Next up, we've got to talk about the chip that is powering the phone. So this year we have the A17 Pro chip. Basically the big difference between the A16 that we saw with last year's 14 Pro Max and 14 Pro is that this year we have an extra GPU core. Now that is going to help for a lot of things, and especially with gaming, because Apple is boasting that this chip is going to allow this phone to play console level games. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm gonna have to test that out myself because that is a pretty big and bold claim. So I am excited to test that out, but just to let you guys know, we do get an extra GPU core with this year's processor. Now, the camera system this year is pretty much identical to last year's. We've got our 48 megapixel main camera, we've got the ultra wide, the telephoto, high resolution photos up to 48 megapixels, but this year we get next generation portraits with focus and depth control. So I'm pretty excited to test that out when I do my actual review of the phone, so stay tuned for that video. It did look pretty cool in the iPhone 15 reveal presentation though, so I am really excited for that. And I know we touched on it already, but we do get USB-C with this phone, which is going to just make a lot of people really happy. Faster charging speeds, faster data transfer speeds, and just minimizing clutter around the house. Now if you have a MacBook or an iPad Pro, now with the new iPhone 15s, you're going to get USB-C. You only need one cable now for a lot of people at least. So it's just going to simplify your whole Apple ecosystem. I know they're a few years behind with this, but hey, it's finally here. Let's be happy about it. Other than that though, everything else is pretty much identical to last year's model. So the 14 Pro Max has a 29 hours of video playback battery life. This year is the exact same at 29 again. And then of course, I totally forgot to talk about this again in the end part of this video, but this phone has aerospace grade titanium versus surgical grade stainless steel from last year. And to be honest, I know I said in the unboxing portion that the titanium edges weren't going to be a fingerprint magnet, but now that I'm holding it, I can definitely see a lot of fingerprints on this thing. I would say it's not as bad as the stainless steel, but you can definitely still see them. You've also got your MagSafe, of course, which is going to be awesome for all of your magnetic accessories. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for the unboxing of the 15 Pro Max in the white titanium colorway. I got mine in the 256 gigabyte storage option. That's actually the minimum right now. Last year it was 128, but this year they bumped it up, said 256. That is the baseline. So guys, that is it. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about the phone, and also what is your favorite colorway out of the four. I wasn't that impressed with this year's colors, to be completely honest. They're all just kind of shades of gray, and then we've got a white and then a blue. I wanted a little bit more variety, but I know they can't really do all that much with titanium, so I don't know. I was really hoping for that rumored red 15 Pro, but who knows, maybe next year. That is it. I've tried wrapping up the video like 10 times now, so I'm just going to end it right here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Stay tuned for my full review of the phone after I've used it for at least a few days. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and also let me know down below in the comments what phone you got if you did pick up a phone on iPhone 15 launch day. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.